Welcome to Are We Old? The show featuring two comedians getting nostalgic and tackling life's toughest question, Are we old? Here's your hosts, Mike Finoia and Charles McBee.
Hey folks, what's going on? It's the Are We Old podcast, and we're here to reminisce.
You got me that time.
Gotcha. Charles thought I was having a stroke, but I'm not. It's the Are We Old podcast, ladies and gentlemen. You tuned in, so you shouldn't be surprised by that. I am one of your hosts, Mike Finoia.
I'm the other one, Charles McBee. What's up, Buttercup?
How are you, pal?
Not bad, man. Not bad.
How fun are all these comments that they're leaving?
Comments are great. There's certain things, I just didn't even know that people would latch on to. You just don't know.
You don't know.
You post stuff up, and then people are like, "What the?" A lot of people were talking about. They were connecting to Cedar Point. I didn't realize how popular Cedar Point is. I knew because I grew up there, so I knew that, but it really resonates.
You want to know what's pretty weird?
Yeah.
They and you may have been in line together to ride the Gravitron.
That's right.
Now they're in their car and you're here talking.
Right. Yeah, we what is it Craigslist used to have? Missed encounters.
Missed encounters.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't go on that. Yeah. My parents blocked it. Are We Old Podcast everywhere on the socials. areweoldpodcast@gmail.com. Patreon,
and our phone number. Oh, Patreon.
Patreon.com/Are We Old. And
our phone number 478.
One of my readers.
420-0690. That's 478-420-0690.
I like the second one.
The second one?
That's 478. You feel more confident with that one.
That's right.
Hey, Charles, to follow in our pattern of are we old? Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
All right, it's summertime. A little point of contention with the missus and I.
Oh.
Is and I love her. She's great. The air conditioning, the temperature, fans, windows open. What are we doing here? It's hot out. I like it to be icebox cold. Okay? I don't get cold. In the wintertime, I'll set my feet on fire. I'm so cold.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm in the summer, we have AC now. That's a luxury that I did not have as a child, and I want to use it.
I see.
I put in my dues early on. I sweat myself to sleep as a kid. I was not an air-conditioned kid, but as an adult, I want my AC on when I want my AC on.
Some people want their MTV.
I want my AC.
You want your AC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Growing up, were you an AC kid? Were you a fan kid? And how did that affect you now?
So I have my theory. One, growing up, to answer your first question, we always had an AC. We had that AC. You had and the backyard, the big
central air.
Oh yeah, central air.
Oh yeah, listen to you.
Yeah.
Hey, that wasn't what do you call?
I don't know what to tell you.
Required. That wasn't like something you go like, oh, of course I had it.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
You weren't even a window unit guy.
No. Big, big dinosaur, big Buick in the back. Crank that thing on.
Can I tell you I wasn't even one level poorer than you? I was 2 levels poorer than you. Because what's poorer than central air? Window unit.
Window unit.
Window unit where you cram cardboard into the side and it rattles and it's dripping on your dad while he's weed whacking below.
Right.
Second level poorer.
Box fan.
Oscillating on a stand.
Oh, yeah.
Hand-me-down fan that spins. And you would put streamers on it to make it feel like the wind was, Fantasia that shit at you. That's where I was. I was, box fan that was stood in the corner. And I'll tell you what, those fans would get dusty.
Yes, they would. The back of the fan,
the back of the thing,
oh my God.
It would suck dust at itself, and then it would spin and blow the air at you every now and then.
Yeah.
a rogue dust bunny
Yeah.
would, and it would stick on the fan cage.
That's right.
And you're just stare at it at night going, somewhere down the street there's air conditioning.
That's when you go over your friend's house.
Beat a sweat.
Back to our other episode. The time for a sleepover.
Time for a sleepover at the
at
wealthy
the
people's.
McBee's.
Yeah. So you had central air conditioning.
Yeah. Grew up with central AC.
Your theory.
So my theory today is I don't need it to be the opposite of what it is outside. I'm not one of those. I don't need to hang meat in my
I hang meat
in my home. I need it to just be comfortable. I have the same theory, the same thing beef with offices. Like when you're in office world and you're like, it's like, yeah, it's July. Yes, it's hot outside, but it's 30 below in here. So why am I wearing a hoodie? I mean, it's people with like electric heaters under their desks in like August,
electric blankets on their chairs and stuff,
because it's like ice cold. I don't need it to be the opposite of what it is outside. I just need to level it off to a nice, comfortable temperature.
This is the difference between you and me, raised on central air versus dusty fan. Give me a meat locker.
Yeah.
I need to cool the hot child within that's still sweating.
Yeah.
I'm wringing out my pillow. Sweating myself to sleep. There were some nights, dude. Let me tell you.
I'm sure.
There were some nights. That, I mean, it was, you slept nude.
Yeah. Cold shower.
Cold shower. I mean, I'm talking like ice. You put a rag in the freezer to oh my God, the heat in this room. Good Lord. You go sleep in the basement on the weight bench because it was 20 degrees cooler down
in
there.
the basement. Sometimes, I mean, if it's hot, like, there's no opening the window because on a thick night,
thick.
it's like,
Great
there's
word.
no point.
Great word.
Yeah.
Thick.
Did you guys have a like a ventilation fan or something like that?
I don't even know what that is.
Or like, I remember my dad installed it. And it like sucked up the air into like, I don't know if it worked or not, but he would turn it on and it would like suck up the hot air or whatever into the attic.
No, I think we had a pizza oven.
Yeah.
Because it was hotter in our house than it was outside. It was rough.
Yeah.
And the fans, man, there were times when I had like 7 fans. It looked like I was starting a jet engine in my room.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and you had to plug in fans and the window fan and the this and that fan. And then I remember we got like one window unit and it was like, let's all everybody go hang out in that room.
Hang out in that room.
And, and it literally, it was like, I mean, yeah, it was not and then you'd go to your friend's house that had central air and you're like
what
I
is this?
didn't realize I was...
Am I in another country?
I didn't know I was
another
Annie.
Yeah.
You know? Like my house all of a sudden is like, just, I don't want to go home.
Yeah. So my grandma Mac, God bless her soul, she had a window unit that she never, ever used. So we would go over there and we'd be like, can we please turn on? She'd be like, absolutely not.
She's like, no
what
way.
You know somebody that works down at the electric
Power
company?
company.
What are you, crazy?
Yeah.
You better, box fan. Not even oscillating. Box on the floor.
Box fan.
Get to it.
Lay down.
Yeah.
Just put your head near it.
That's right. And yeah, she thugged it out and we would thug it out with her.
Did you have ceiling fans?
I don't think so. I don't remember maybe, but I don't. No, we didn't. No, we didn't have a ceiling fan.
I remember the first place that
I think my grandparents did. My grandparents had ceiling fans.
I used to throw ping pong balls.
Yeah.
At the ceiling fan, so it would ping and shoot and hit people.
Oh yeah. I used to watch. So I'd be at my great grandparents. They had the ceiling fan, and I like to watch the ceiling fan and kind of see if I could catch one of the.
Buddy, you're on
going around. Like,
oh my God, the dopamine right now that's dripping out of my head. Charles, do you remember when you would F with the speeds on the ceiling fan and it would all turn into just one blade?
One blade.
And it just looked like it was just turning.
Yeah.
Wow.
And sometimes, because she had it where you had to pull down on it. And one was for the light, because it had a light in it, and one was for the speed. but you didn't know which. It had like 3 speeds and then off, and you didn't know which one you were at. So you just constantly
click,
yanking
click,
on it
yep.
to see like is
and
it
it's
slowing
not
down?
catching up. It's not slowing down, and you're just like
you're gonna break my fan.
Yeah, you're gonna pull it off the ceiling.
Yeah.
We were a fam, and but now I'm an AC girl.
Yeah,
and let me tell you something. Freeze my toes.
So
baby.
look this up. There's this. I don't know if there was this lady that said this, but some study or something like that said for ACs you should have it at like 78, like on average. Like that's the average that you're supposed to have it. I guess I don't know if it's for energy consumption or if it's for this for that. I didn't even read what the reasonings was. But the comments were like, Abanfango, you. They were not having it.
No.
Dude, I will say, though, like, yeah, I'm not going, I usually don't go below 70. I'm really, to be honest with you, it's on auto, low, because I'm in an apartment. I don't need to. And it's like 70, if I'm 73, 74 if I'm by myself. Now, if I have company over, fine, whatever.
Right.
Whatever, as long as people are comfortable, I'm fine. But if it's just me, 73, I'm Gucci.
Okay.
I'm cool.
All right. In a house nowadays, there are multiple zones, right? So you have like the bedroom upstairs. The upstairs is on one zone. The main floor is on another zone, right? And then the basement is always Christmas.
Yeah.
Because it's underground.
Right.
Dude, can I tell you, like when I was working on like planting the trees and stuff, me and the dog, Charlie just look at me and be like, yo, could we hit the basement get a couple popsicles and go chill in the basement? And we would go down in the basement. And the minute you hit like the 4th step, chili beans, dude. It was great. And we would just like go in the unfinished part of the basement and just like sit in the cold. And it just like even touching the asphalt, touching the concrete, whatever. And it's just like, ooh, nice.
So you say there's a bit of a contention. How does Lisa like it?
She is like, she's more of like the 78, like let's keep it more kind of room temp, outside temp, whatever, where I'm like, let's blast this pig and get it nice and cool. And then we can bring it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, let's get our base cold. And then if it gets a little too nippy, then we could turn it up a therma thing or two, you know, whatever. But nowadays, dude, it's so different. I have like an app on my phone that like right now I can go on my phone and lower the temperature to like 40 degrees.
So that by the time
I get home, it's nippy.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Welcome to the 90s.
I will say that there are times when I'm looking and she's looking and I all of a sudden hear the air go off and I'm like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
And I turn it right back. So we're just having like temp wars in the house.
That's interesting because usually no, I guess that's right because usually like the ladies are like, I'm cold.
I'm cold. And I'm like, I run hot though.
I'm also though, just overall, I prefer no AC if the weather is right. Like I prefer windows open on a nice.
My favorite night's sleep
nice day
is like late spring.
Yeah.
When you can open the windows and you have that nice cool breeze.
Yeah, nice breeze.
Nothing beats that. I'm not saying like but the minute I'm like. If I'm in the house and I get like, no. AC.
I also
grab your winter hat, pumpkin.
I like walking around, not but shorts, you know.
Yeah, flip-flops.
Yeah, tee. Like I like to, so whatever that temperature is where I can just be comfortable at home and I'm not wearing a hoodie I don't want I'll just be comfortable and chill out.
I do find in my older age I am getting colder in the winter.
Oh yeah,
for sure, absolutely. I get a little nip.
See now now in the winter, toast it up.
You want hot heat?
I like it toasted up. I don't want to feel an inch of nip.
See, I don't mind nip in the cold in the winter.
Yeah, I like to, and I don't hand me a Snuggie, don't hand me a blankie.
You just want hot air coming out of those
I just
vents.
want a nice, again, same thing. I want to be able to walk around in my underwear or shorts or whatever. I don't want to layer and I'm at home. I want to be nice and comfortable. So whatever that temp is, For me to be able to do that, that's where I'm at.
I'm having a memory thing here.
Yeah.
I want to know. Were you ever a radiator kid?
Oh,
Hot, steamy radiators that
no, because
like if you touched them, you would like burn.
it wasn't a radiator, but our heating vents definitely weren't. They weren't so. No, I always thought that was like a New York or like a East Coast
it was a
thing.
poor suburbs thing.
But we had like the heating vents, but they were but those things were hot as like coal. Like,
Dude, I used to have in one of our houses. I moved a lot. We had radiators that were so hot that like when you after you took a shower, you'd put your towel on it and it would dry the towel.
oh yeah, okay.
These things were like, and steam would come out of them, and like hot steam, like Popeye level hot steam, like
Yeah.
ooh. And like I don't know why I said Popeye. I just figured that whatever came out of his pipe was hot.
Yeah, sure.
That's all. But like, I mean, these things were like hazards.
Yeah,
And you're a kid and you're running around in the living room and you hit one of these things and it was like
that happened to my sister when she was a kid. When she was like a toddler or whatever, she brushed up. She still has like a little
a scar.
a little scar from that. But my grandmother, speaking of memories, my great grandmother, great grandparents, they had so their heating vent was like right smack on the floor. Like you could stand over it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And so what I used to do sometimes, even my mom used to do this because I guess she did it as a kid. Like when in the wintertime, you would just sit on it because it wasn't that hot. It was nice, and you would like sit on top of it and just get
Toasty.
nice and toasty. Yeah, it was good. Good
Yeah.
times.
You know what we have that we still use, but I think it's just fun to have kind of, we have those like plug-in Amish fireplaces.
Oh, cool.
That you kind of just like, it sends out some heat, but you can almost like put it near your feet
Yeah.
and just sort of let it cook. And we have one in the basement because it gets cold down
That's
there.
cool. Now, what I thought you were going to say before when you say a radiator, speaking of like not poor, but like in that vein, we had the electric heater, but with the beams that
Oh
turn
my
red
God,
or
dude,
orange,
the
like
plug-in ones?
the plug-in ones with the beams that turn bright orange, and you're like, am I sitting next to like a fire, like electric fire? You were
Yes.
sitting in front of an electric fire.
Wow,
those things used to freak
dude.
me out as a kid a little bit. I'm like,
Yeah.
this doesn't look
No.
safe at all.
No, that belongs at an airport.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing that I should not be in my bed
Like,
staring at like a fence of fire.
but yeah, offensive fire. Yeah. Oh my God,
Dude.
those things was like,
can't
I
believe
just
you
knew not
brought
to
that
go anywhere near. Sometimes it would be like in the bathroom or something like that where the
in a
heat.
colder room,
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
laundry
yeah.
room or something like that.
Yeah, and you were like,
Wow.
oh God, I like that thing.
Oh my God, I never even. I that got blocked. from
Yeah.
the- we had those
Because
for
they were
sure.
so, bright orange. It
Like-
was like
Yeah, like branding, like
Woo.
you were like
Lava.
Yeah.
electric lava.
Oh my God, a fire fence.
Yeah.
Did you guys have crazy, dangerous, illegal now things? ourweoldpodcast@gmail.com 478-420-0690.
Summertime.
And living's easy.
There we go. I remember. So we talked about a little bit about Cedar Point and like roller coasters, but there was also like the county fairs that would come in
Heck
the
yeah.
summertime. And I don't know. I talk a little bit about it on stage, but it's like the fact that we like watched them build an amusement park in 3 hours, and we were like, yeah, I'm gonna write that.
Yeah, we trust those screws.
Sure.
Heck yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You just parallel park the Ferris wheel sitting on top of a pickup truck. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Gravitron.
Sure.
I'll dive in that.
But yeah, those things would come to roll into town for a weekend. Usually somebody died in my hometown. Not even from the rides. So it was usually like some shootout or something that would happen. But that's a horse of a different color. The point is, because we had two of them. One would be like more in the suburbs county, and then one would be like in the city.
Yeah.
And the one in the city, we all as kids wanted to go to, but you should not go to.
Right.
It was like it was fun because we knew everybody was going to be there, but also at some point not fun because everybody was going to be there and some was going to pop off. And the other one was called the Strawberry Festival, which was nice, and we would ride our bikes to it, and it was all pleasant. Eat strawberries. But did you have that?
Yes.
What was like the?
We had so, my hometown had on like normally it was like the first week back to school, first week of September, or sometimes it was the week before the first week of school, the North Haven Fair. So we had the fairgrounds was like just this plot of kind of dead grass that 51 weekends out of the year, there was nothing. And then the North Haven Fair happened and the whole town stopped.
Coachella.
It was Coachella for New Haven County.
Yeah.
It was one of New England, I think, is very fair. Autumn fair, summer, end of summer fair is like, it's a big deal. We had the Durham Fair. The Big E was up in Massachusetts. Like every town had their like fair, but our fair, North Haven Fair, was a big deal. Yeah. And it was, we would have like kind of wrestling was big in Connecticut because WWF was like right there in Stamford. So they would have like kind of wrestlers on their way out would maybe come and there'd be a ring and there'd be like,
oh, cool.
Yeah, minor league wrestling.
Oh, that's
but
real
then we'd
cool.
have big wrestlers come every now and then. We'd have a couple bands here and there, whatever, but there'd be like the games, the rides, the food, fried dough.
Everything.
Big fried dough pizzas that you could either get with powdered sugar or sauce and cheese. Donuts were amazing. The donuts were like, we would bring one to my great grandparents and whatever, but like it was our town thing. And as a kid, you didn't miss a day. You went to all 4 days.
Yep.
And then there were times where, I remember once my uncle was like, do you know how to sneak into the fair? And there was like a channel that went from a baseball park to the fair. He told his cop friends to wait for me at the other end. So I snuck into the fair, got busted, got scared, and ran the other way, and then kind of got like stuck.
So wait, he set you up?
Yeah.
He lined you. You got lined up by your uncle?
Yeah. Yeah. Real nice guys. He's also the guy who had a camera, and there was like an empty beer can rolling around in his van.
Of course.
And he goes, would you grab that for me? And he took a picture of me holding the beer and gave it to my mom and was like, look at, all to bust my stones.
Great. Yeah.
Great guy. We'll send you the therapy bill. But I was a fair freak. I loved the fair. Now, suburbs versus, inner city fairs and stuff like that. New Haven, Connecticut, the big city, had the Street Fest. And it was, again, like you said, it was more for drinking, kids, and eating. And, it was like a bigger stages set up on the green and so on and so forth. But it also, would attract some riffraff and troublemakers.
A little hullabaloo every now and then.
A little bit of no good nicks, and so forth. But it definitely is something that was kind of like, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
But I do remember in high school, I saw a couple high school teachers.
In the wild?
Hammered.
Oh, when you saw a teacher in the wild.
When you saw a teacher in the wild, it was like, yo, you're a person.
What is going on?
What?
You're wearing jeans? What is this?
Drunk as skunks, bro.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. It was awesome. I saw that a couple times, actually. But our town fair was amazing, and it was one of those things where, and I think we talked about it with our other episode of stuff, when you go as a kid, you're like, this place is so big.
Right.
And then you go back to your town fair as a grown-up.
You're like, what is this?
Like,
is a parking lot.
What is this?
Yeah.
This stinks. But it's just still, like, you do it in 5 minutes.
Of course.
I feel like back in the day, like, I would go, Mom, I'm going to take a walk with this girl I like or whatever, and I'd hold her hand, and that walk took forever. Now I'm like there with my wife, and I'm like, get the car.
We lapped this thing.
This thing. We're out. And it's getting more and more expensive, but they're not adding anything.
Right.
But you're right about I was never a big ride guy. But I was also like, I'd do the ones you had to do.
You had to. And there was, the Carnies, by the way.
Carnies.
Oh, my gosh.
Where did they live when they weren't
prison?
Carnying.
They went back to prison. That's where they live.
It's just crazy that they let them in our town.
They were there. I mean, you had to be this tall to ride, like big. You had to be this tall to ride the ride. If you weren't this tall, as if that made any difference whatsoever. And the rides, man.
Stunk. Well, I will tell you, if there's a ride I could do again, and I found it in Colorado. Where was I? Estes Park, maybe, near Rocky Mountain National Park.
All right.
The burlap sack slide.
Oh, yeah.
7 million feet tall. You climbed a ladder to heaven.
Mm-hmm.
They gave you a potato bag.
Mm-hmm.
You sat on it, and you pushed off, and you went, whoosh, and then you hit a bump.
Uh-huh.
What a fun. I'll do that today.
There was one in Detroit. We used to go to one in Detroit. Same. Yeah, it's crazy. Then there was one, I don't know if this one was the same one in Detroit or something, where I don't know what they put on this thing, but you see kids flying off into
WD-40
next county.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had to regulate. They had to shut it down. It was on YouTube or whatever. People are flying let the bodies hit the floor.
Wow.
Flying off this thing. And we're like, yo, this is kind of wild.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's insane. But yeah, those things, the giant slide was great.
I love fairs, and I still love fairs. And if I go to a town, say I'm doing stand-up and there's nothing to do during the day and there's some cool farmer's market-y type thing or a little fair, I'm hitting it.
Hit it. You got to.
I love it. Because you know what else is cool about those is that you get to see these nice little things that people make.
Yep, absolutely.
And you go to the now I'm different. Now I'm let me get a iced lemonade and some snacks, and you walk around and you look at the nice little things. That would look good in the porch, and boop bop.
Mm-hmm.
And little whippersnappers running through your legs.
There you go.
They're nice. Beautiful things.
That's what time will do.
Ain't that America?
Mm-hmm.
So, pretty crazy stuff.
Do we have time? Or we got about a minute 30.
Yeah, what do we got?
Let's see. Oh, AIM. Were you a AOL kid?
No, but not anything I want to talk about, not in a court of law. I didn't do the instant message. I didn't do AIM. Is that what it was called? AIM?
Well, AIM, we called it AIM.
You called it AIM?
Yeah, it was just
AIM.
Those were the times, man. Chat rooms? You never no chatting it up?
I refuse to answer this question on the grounds that I will incriminate myself. No,
gotcha.
I didn't do yes, a little bit, but I didn't have number one, I didn't have a computer for a very long time. My friends did it, and I would go over to their house and pretend to be them and get them into trouble with whoever they were talking to.
That's funny. Yeah, that came out around the time where I was easing into college.
This is our difference in age. It's literally that gap.
Yeah. Because I was just getting into it when in the college mode. So yeah, you'd be in a chat group. You'd be, you would leave an away message. Who the heck did we think we were? There would be an away message so people knew. Some so poetic,
outliving my life,
outliving the dream or whatever. Some passive aggressive thing just in case some girl that you were into it with, saw it or whatever. Just
cute.
It was wild.
No, I
times.
didn't really do a lot of that. And I'm glad I didn't. Now I do. Under the name Uncle Mike.
You would hear there would be a door, I
know that.
And you'd be like, who is it?
My sisters and brother were that age.
Yeah.
And they would get on their little chats and stuff like that with their friends. But it was why don't you just call them?
No. Gotta chat it up.
What was your screen name?
Bearcat 0715.
You can remember that.
That's right.
But not our phone number.
That's right.
What's our phone number?
Let's see here. 478-420-0690.
420. Wait. 478.
Yeah.
420-0690.
Jack-o'-lantern. Yeah.
Jack-o'-lantern. We love you guys. What was your AOL screen name if you're not still using it? Let us know. Areweoldpodcast@gmail.com. We love you guys and thank you so much.
Stay young.